We made 29K from one single YouTube video. To just give you some context, this is the video we created for my partner Valentine. It's the full YouTube VSL designed to attract his ideal audience and convert them into paying customers. It has already generated sales and leads every single week and even months after publishing. And I mean, this VSL didn't just bring some views and revenue, it also positioned Valentine as the authority in his niche. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact mechanism and fundamentals of a viral YouTube VSL that educates, builds trust, and generates thousands of leads for a business. My name is Ivan, and I make sure that 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs become famous, make 50K profit per month and even more, and enter their digital renaissance. Here we go, guys. So this is Renaissance VSL. Basically, the title is Create VSL and Converting System around it that can scale you up to 29K plus from one single YouTube video. So let me just tell you about my partner Valentine. We've dominated our local market with our offer, which is Faceless YouTube Coaching. So here is the Valentine's channel. And we have the VSL that brought us 29K in 30 days during his info launch. So as you can see, there are Belarusian rubles, so it's just around 29K. And how did we manage to achieve these results? Right, how did we manage to achieve such results? First of all, our system consists of 3 key elements: paid ads and top of the funnel content, VSL strategy, and VSL structure. And first of all, results to expect. So with every 1K spent on ads, results would roughly be around 1.2K profile visits, 134 followers, speaking about IG, 63 qualified followers, 28 conversations, 5 qualified calls, 3 sales calls with 100% show up, and 2 closed deals paid in full. If you have 6K offers, so you will just generate 12K bucks. And how VSL is playing a role inside of this system, it basically nurturing audience and make them understand your mechanism, and also your social proof, why you're legit, why you will give them results, and why they should trust you. So let's just start with paid ads and top of the funnel content. Okay, let's just move to paid ads and top of the funnel content. First thing you're gonna do here is to make your IG looks good. You need to set up it properly. First, you should start with bio. It should clearly express what you're doing. I mean, not in generic way like everyone is doing, like I'm helping X with Y by doing this. So you need to give them something they're not expecting to see and something what they will find valuable. For example, in the case of Valentine, his bio is, if we translate from Russian, is 1 million plus subscribers on YouTube channels, and I didn't show my face of none of them. How? Just write me the word 100 and I will show you the instruction. Simple and clearly positioning him as a go-to expert when it comes to YouTube coaching. Next is clear profile pics, so it should give conviction and social proofs. So you can see it's straightforward face, and also you can see silver YouTube button, which also generating more trust. And finally, link to your VSL with tracker to track how many people press the button. Next, paid ads. So I will not tell you much about this. I have like a different video on this topic on my channel, so you can watch it and learn it. So the main goal of paid ads is just to spark curiosity and transfer your audience from IG to your YouTube VSL to watch it fully. And if you want to scale, you should track your paid ads and your conversions with ManyChat and other services. And we've just built a funnel when our audience need to be subscribed if they want to get the VSL. So you're benefiting from 2 sides simultaneously. First of all, you got subscriptions and you can continue to warm up your audience with your IG, and you're moving them to your VSL and warming up like with 20-30 minutes video. I will just explain you the structure a little bit later. Next, when they subscribe, we're just sending them instruction, like step-by-step instruction on how to make 50K bucks per month on YouTube Faceless. And as you can see from 30K views at the point, we've got 356 people sign the form and book the call with us. So let's move to VSL strategy. And the question is, why the fuck I should structure or think about it so deeply? So let me just show you how much profit you can just lose because of bad hook or bad CTA. So this is that 2 places on your videos, like no matter long form or short form, where you're literally leaking your potential clients into nowhere is the hook and call to action. So let's just compare the drop off of your audience, if it will be 10% or 30%. So let's imagine your VSL got 16K views with 10% drop in first 5 seconds, 14K will remain. and went through keyword is usually around 0.8 to 1%. It's 77 to 96 people, qualified in 20%, 15 to 19, calls booked at 65%, book rate 10 to 12, and close at 25-30% if 3-4 clients. So if your offers costing from 5 to 10k, your revenue will be from 15 to 40k. And let's imagine you've scripted your VSL in the wrong way and you're seeing 30% drop off. So the same 16k views, and with 30% drop, literally should be 30 in 5 seconds, 11k will remain. Went through keyword, the same numbers here. It's from 60 to 75 people compared to 77 to 96, and qualified at 20%, 12 to 15, calls booked 8 to 10, closed 2-3 clients. And with the same offer, your revenue will be from 10 to 30k. So potentially you're losing from 5 to 10k at least with just bad hook and structure. So I guess this is a reason to just work in your script properly, just to not lose a lot of revenue. So let's talk about the goals you need to reach with your VSL. First of all is share your way and background, establish your expertise and speak with conviction, of course. Sell the idea that your mechanism works. And moreover, sell the idea that it can work for others. Because when some people watch your VSL, that can just think like, oh, well, the Airbnb coaching is working, so guy is making a shit ton of money, but I will not make so much money because I'm that and that's, I'm not qualified, etc. That's why you should sell the idea that your every viewer can replicate your success and do at least half of your success. Next, you should show how to do the same in your situation, showing testimonials and case studies, and of course, sell on the call, DM, forum, etc. And what you're gonna do next when it comes to building the strategy for your YouTube channel and posting next videos, you don't need to sell on your every video. The goal here is to just sell the viewer's idea to watch your VSL. So you're creating like wide, long forms, podcasts, etc. Then you just narrowing down to nurturing dive-ins, and then you're narrowing down to your VSL. And VSL is leading to booking form. Again, you don't need to sell on every video. Your goal is to just sell the idea to watch your VSL and benefit from it. Okay, hope you got the idea that strategy is matter and you should do it in the right way. Let's talk about VSL structure. First of all, to structure your VSL properly, you should just keep your hand on the pulse of the industry. Most of the niches in terms of content and info are really sophisticated markets, as you probably know. So you should research real gigs in your niche and adopt their patterns. For example, just adapting what's working isn't working anymore. Let's see the example. For example, this video, how to make money on Airbnb without renting or owning in 2025. Probably this video were posted earlier in 2023, I guess, because of 2 years ago. 288k views on 5-minute video. And look at this guy, like literally a couple of days ago, how make 100k pounds from Airbnbs without owning them. Literally the same structure, similar concept, but just a little bit over 1k views. Why? Because niche now is sophisticated and you just can't post some generic advices. Oh, bro, you should just call the prospects and arrange their apartments and post them on Airbnb. No, it's not working anymore. And you should be a sophisticated expert in order to make some unusual and outstanding views. Because, I mean, 300k views almost, it's unusual for Airbnb niche. So yeah, the point here is you just need to research a niche properly. I'm just recommending to watch more than 40 channels to post your VSL because, I mean, bro, it's just the most important video on your channel and you just can't research it like in a very generic way. So you should be also sophisticated and you should imagine new ways to tell about the mechanism. When it comes to winning structure of your VSL, we usually structure in this way for our clients. We started from hook, then pain, promise, solution, meets call to action, social proof, and call to action. I will just break down a little bit later. First of all, I'll tell you about CTAs. In the end of your VSL, you should clearly explain what your viewers should do. For example, usually it's some link in the description. So you should give them clear call to action to book call directly. I mean, for pre-sold buyers, for example. And your audience, if they're ready to buy, educated and with capital, they will just book I mean, directly from the links. So here is some VSLs examples from, I mean, some info guys like Gordon Mason, etc. So you can see like free class, get coached by me directly, or just DM me grow on IG from my one-on-one mentorship, or just learn the simple step-by-step process to make 1K a day with Google Ads dropshipping. And here's the link on school. And now let's just break down in details how you should structure a VSL. So let's start from who here. First, 30 to 60 seconds, you should say something that even the most sophisticated audience had never heard. It can be just some generic stuff like everyone around is using. It should be something really unique. If everyone are saying like, oh, you can make 10K with Airbnb coaching, like, I mean, you should do it in completely another way. For example, you should at least say, here is a way of how you can do 12K on Airbnb in 2026. I mean, this is just an example from my head, but you got me. You shouldn't just follow the patterns everyone is using, because imagine that you've clicked on the video and you just listen the same stuff you've listened like for the past 2 years. I mean, that's ridiculous, and you will just click off the video like in a couple of seconds. Next, what you should do, you should create pain and benefit. For example, it can give you momentum to go from 0 to 100K subs in record-breaking time, like many of your favorite creators who became successful on YouTube because of one viral video. So you're just creating a pain around some problem of your prospects or your potential clients, and then just right away you should establish credibility. For example, I've spent past 5 months researching the biggest creators on this platform, or I've coached 100 coaches for the past 2 years, and they just made, I don't know, 5 millions in just pure profit. So people should trust you, and the more screenshots, the more social proof you will give them just right away, the better. Next, very important point, set expectations for the VSL. For example, and in this video, I'm going to reveal how to make a YouTube video that will blow up your channel. It all comes down to 5 simple steps. And I've just got a nice advice from one of the biggest script writing creators on YouTube, is to use 5 great language, avoid specific words, and do not over-explain. Next thing, after the hook and the intro part, you should show the exact mechanism. Tell secrets, sell implementation, as Hormozy said. The goal here is to show the system that viewers can either believe that it's working or implement in the next 24 hours and get results. For example, if you're Airbnb coach, you should give them 5-step strategy on how they can look for a property, how they can book a call with the owner, how they can list it on Airbnb, how they can just attract their first guests, and how they can profit from it. After explaining your mechanism, you can just give a small call to action to buy. I mean, you just showed them social proof, you've showed them mechanism, you showed them value, and some people from this point will ready to buy. So why just not to sell them, and they will not want wait until the end of their VSL at like an hour 20 minutes to just hit the link. So you just can make call to action like, guys, if somebody is convicted right now, feel free to learn more and just DM me on IG. Next, you should deepen the conviction. You should just explain why this mechanism working in 2025, 26, 27 and further. Because people need conviction that if they will invest in you, in your knowledge, in your program, that they will continue to get results, I mean, in 2, 3, 5 years. And the second thing here, anyone who's watching should be able to do the same. You should convict people that they can replicate your success. After your audience is convicted that your mechanism is working and they can replicate it, show them case studies. I've just got here an example from Nick Settings YouTube channel with his testimonials. I mean, it's a good example of how you can structure it, so it should be pretty simple. Like, for example, Arush from 20K to 46K in 4 weeks. I mean, it should be remain really simple. Just attach the photo, results, Stripe screenshots, and do it like 3 or 4 times. Not just overwhelm your audience, but to convict them that you've worked a lot and you've made a lot of people a shit ton of money. Then native call to action that they've never seen. What I mean here, it shouldn't be just some generic stuff like, oh guys, so there is a wrap up. Let me just thank you for watching this video. And by the way, if you want to work with me, just hit the link in the blah, blah, blah. It should be a little bit more sophisticated and interesting. So let me just give you an example. So that is a full tutorial on how to get started signing clients with cold emails. No doubt, you can take everything that I have explained in this video and start running your own cold email campaigns. And you'd probably never have to worry about when you will get your next client ever again. But the truth is, it is much easier said than done. There's much more to getting clients from cold email than just this. You have to make sure that your cold email copy resonates with your target customer, inbox is constantly managed so leads don't fall through the cracks, and that you pick the right strategy for a specific business and offer. And if at any stage you make a mistake, your whole campaign is toast. And only after this, you transitioning to pitching your offer, which can be basically like, okay guys, thank you for watching. If you want to work with me, just move to my IG, write me down, and that's it. Now it's my time to give you some call to action here. So if you want me or my team to build the same VSL and content system for you, and also to nurture, educate your audience and make your more money, so just hit me up on IG, first link in the description. Thank you so much and see you soon, legends.